We used to look up in the sky and wonder at our place in the stars. Now we just look down and worry about our place in the dirt.
And you, my father, there on that sad height, curse bless me now with your fierce tears, I pray. Do not go gentle into that good night. Rage, rage, against the dying of the light. The bookends of Dylan Thomas's most famous poem bookend Interstellar and parse its acts. Oft repeated throughout the film, it is reiterated alongside the philosophy of love as a constant force in the universe, to a fault. Christopher Nolan has never been known as an overly sentimental filmmaker, but here he paints on a canvas of sincere emotion that is always elegant, at times touching, and oft overwrought. If only it had been painted with an artist's eyes, and not an engineer's. Technically it's marvelous, whether traveling through the twisty, stomach-churning galaxy-lined inner walls of a wormhole, or floating dwarfed by the colossus of Saturn alongside us. It is a beautiful film. I've never wanted a film to be in 3D so badly, or ever before for that matter. Also, apparently, Hans Zimmer's sound system goes
to 11.
Zimmer's score is beautiful, but it's so oppressively overwhelming that it was often hard to hear dialogue or completely ruin the subtle emotions behind otherwise poignant moments. In space, no one can hear you over Hans Zimmer.
Murph is a great kid. She's really bright, but she's been having a little trouble lately. She brought this in to show the other students the section.
Yeah, that's what I'm out. She always loved the pictures.
It's an old with the corrected versions.
Corrected.
Explaining how were fake to bankrupt the Soviet Union.
The film will spark comparisons to films such as Gravity and 2001. Thematically, it bears similarities. Actually, it's basically a more expansive, bloated, loquacious, inert, but granted poetic Gravity. They even keep referring to Gravity, which just made me think how much better Gravity was. Nice. Pretty much every theme is reiterated ad nauseum. By the fourth time I heard Thomas's poem, it was on someone's deathbed, and I was just about on mine. Nolan is a visionary, but even that vision is sometimes muddled. Interstellar isn't a bad film, and any other director could only dream of their worst film being as good as Interstellar. But disappointingly, this is Christopher Nolan's most overlong, poorly characterized, and blunt film. We love him because Nolan makes auteurship mainstream, but he does pull a Peter Jackson here with a 2-hour and 49-minute film that feels like we just watched the extended edition. If he'd killed his darlings, evaded Deus Ex Machina, and just walked softly and carried a smaller stick, we may have had a modern classic. As it is, Interstellar is a messy narrative with water cooler concepts and incongruous score, provocative visuals, and touching themes. There's a good and bad, but in the end, there is more that's good. It's worthy of your time, just barely your 2 hours and 49 minutes. And I give it a B-. Again, that's a good score, and this is a good film. But more than that, this is unlike anything you'll see in cinema today, and it's well worth a good, hefty discussion. It's worthy of your time. Definitely check Interstellar out, and let me know what you think. This is JabberTalky. I'll catch you next time.
Couldn't you have told her you were going to save the world?